Most AI apps do not fail because the model is dumb. They fail because the model is guessing when it should be calling a tool.
That is the core of function calling. You let the model choose from predefined actions with structured inputs instead of making it freestyle every step.
So this is not magic. It is control.
Exactly. A function is just an operation your code already knows how to run, like search flights, send email, or get weather. The model does not execute it by itself. It asks your system to execute it.
Why should a programmer new to AI care? If the model can answer in plain English, why add this extra layer?
Because plain English is cheap until it touches reality. The second your app needs fresh data, side effects, permissions, or exact parameters, freeform text becomes risky.
Give me a concrete failure.
Say a user asks, "Book me a table for 4 tomorrow at 7 near downtown." A chat-only model may invent a restaurant, assume a date format, and claim success. With function calling, it extracts party size, time, location. Then your reservation API does the real work.
So function calling is the line between sounding useful and actually being useful.
That is a good way to put it. It turns the model from a word generator into a decision layer that can route work to code.
Define it cleanly for someone hearing the term for the first time.
Function calling is a pattern where you describe available tools to the model selects one when appropriate, and returns structured arguments. Then your application decides whether to run it and feeds the result back to the model.
That middle part matters. Your application decides whether to run it.
Yes, and that is where a lot of the leverage is. You keep the model away from direct authority. It proposes. Your code validates, authorizes, executes, logs, and can refuse.
Now we are in higher stakes territory. This is not just convenience. This is governance.
Right. Imagine a support assistant that can issue refunds. If you let the model improvise responses, you get plausible nonsense. If you use a refund order function with required fields and policy checks, you get a controlled path.
When should a team actually use function calling, and when is it overkill?
Use it when the task needs structured output, access to external systems, current data, or actions that matter. If the job is pure writing, brainstorming, summarizing, or transforming text, you may not need it.
So if I am building an internal bot that answers policy questions from a static document, I might skip it.
Maybe. But if that same bot also opens tickets, checks account status, or looks up inventory, function calling becomes the safer architecture, because now the model is crossing from language into operations.
Give me another example, but make it ordinary.
Travel assistant. The user says, "Find me the cheapest nonstop flight to Chicago next Friday, and text me if the price drops below 300. That is at least 3 functions: search flights, create an alert, and send a message. The model maps intent. Your code handles the real systems.
What is the mistake programmers make most often?
They treat function calling like guaranteed truth. If the model returns a tool name and arguments, they assume the arguments are correct and safe. That is a mistake. You still need validation, defaults, permission checks, retries, and error handling.
So, the model can still pick the wrong function, miss a required argument, or confidently pass garbage.
Yes, think of it as a smart but fallible planner. It is better than unstructured text for many tasks, but it is not a replacement for contracts. Your schema should be tight, and your backend should be skeptical.
There is a power shift here. Teams that get this right build assistants that can act. Teams that get it wrong build assistants that only sound capable.
And the gap gets expensive fast. The first team can automate workflows with audit trails. The second team spends time chasing weird edge cases, apologizing for false confirmations, and patching trust.
If I am starting this week, what is the practical mindset?
Start small. Expose 1 or 2 narrow functions with clear names and strict parameters. Make the model ask for missing information. Log every call. Then decide, based on failures, where the model should have freedom and where code should take over.
So, function calling is not about making AI louder. It is about making software less sloppy.
Exactly. The moment an AI system needs to do something real, the winning move is simple. Stop letting it guess and start making it call.